points because we're going to round one in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. No timeouts. All 6 spots on the field. Let's see how it plays out.
Let's see who takes round one in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring on the bots. The sentry for Virginia Tech out early.
It's going to meet up with the sentry from RHIT. This is going to tell us a lot about the round. Both of them going to the center point. It's RHIT sentry falling extremely low. It's got all 3 bots firing at it, raining down. RHIT, a miscommunication. Their hero trying to go to its normal spot, but it's body blocked by its own standard. But their sentry able to retreat, gets away unscathed.
Really nice retreat from the sentry for RHIT, but now Virginia Tech. Ooh, very careful there.
A lot of use. The hero lands a shot from Virginia Tech, falling to about half HP. The sentry for RHIT returning back to the center. These sentries have buffed stats to account for the fact they don't have a human driving them, falling back to half HP. The sentry trying to navigate again, body blocked by his own team. RHIT, their sentry's code so good, but a little bit of coordination lacking from them this game.
The hero now for RHIT in its spot, trying to land some shots across the map. Does land one onto the sentry, but it only counts as a small 17mm projectile.
Hero shots landing from and on that blue hero, but it is the blue hero that will lose the trade and go down. The standard trying to back it up and finish the kill, and is successful, taking out the standard from RHIT. Virginia Tech still in the lead.
And their sentry, very intelligent, backing up away from the pressure and then pushing.
Standard from Virginia Tech, rushing the hero, pushing it back out of its safe position. Able to do a little bit of chip damage and back off. The sentry's going mano-a-mano in the middle of the field.
This is still a very close match
Oh,
now.
man.
All 3 robots from Virginia Tech back out onto the center.
The hero lands onto the standard, sends it running back to the base. That's the biggest downside for RHIT is their red tall hero's positioning blocks
Landing
the
a
maze.
long-range shot on the sentry, though, for Virginia Tech, forcing it to retreat.
Choosing a different position, allowing that maze lane to stay open. The standard and the sentry holding the middle point for RHIT. They are chipping away victory points, getting through the health of VT's hero. VT's hero is able to finish the kill.
And now it is just the sentry for RHIT, facing 3 robots, now 2, as the hero for Virginia Tech goes back to heal up.
The sentry is firing projectiles, a lot of them from RHIT, but landing with a pretty low accuracy rate. Very much anyone's game. Only 1 kill worth of victory points separating the 2 teams as a tall hero lands a shot onto that Virginia Tech hero. VT's hero trying to duck and dodge. Another projectile bounces off of its panels.
The hero for Virginia Tech getting very, very low.
And the standard finishes the kill. This is what we want to see with the standard from Virginia Tech. Rushes that RHIT hero, sends it back to the base, but it does survive. Notably now, RHIT only 10 points behind. Both bots having to retreat. Virginia Tech maintaining control of the center better, but RHIT getting more kills. They're able to finish these kills. The hero does that early damage, then the standard and sentry come in to finish it up.
And you can see here that hero for RHIT continuing to land shots. Not really doing enough damage at this point, though. It is still a factor.
Looks like the sentry for RHIT is perhaps a little bit confused. This would be devastating for RHIT. There it is.
And here it comes. Oh, almost misses the wall right there.
Virginia Tech holding the center point. 60 seconds left to go if they're able to hold the point. Standard for RHIT, peeking the corner. A change of strategy because he's having to go out alone. They've got that VT hero low. If they can finish off this kill, it'll do a lot. They can! It's the tall hero that finishes.
Really nice accuracy there.
No one's on the center point. RHIT, the standard, has an opportunity to take it. It does so, but takes a shot, takes a volley from the standard sentry combo. Has to retreat immediately. 50 victory points left, back down to a 1-kill game.
The hero for Virginia Tech now holding the point. Very, very intelligent sentry work right there.
The sentry held it for a second, but Virginia Tech all have to retreat. The hero for RHIT lands across the field. Clip it, chat. Can they finish? They do! The kill is finished! RHIT still trailing, but only by 6. They just need to hold.
And now the tall hero. Now the tall hero coming out from behind the wall.
It is very wise. They will need its health. It's retreating. It's pulling a lot of fire. It's buying a lot of time. The standard for RHIT fighting with the hero. If it takes a single shot, it'll die. It's chewing away through the VT hero. The VT hero is retreating. 43-32. RHIT take the lead, but it goes back to VT. And VT's holding the point. Their hero, the only one left alive from RHIT.
Landing a shot, but only counting as a 17mm. Just over 30 seconds left in the match. RHIT needs to make a move
12
here.
12 seconds left in victory points. It's going to go down, and it will be a kill. It'll give Virginia Tech the win in round 1. Surely, there it is. Virginia Tech in a nail-biter take round 1.
Such a close matchup there between the Thornbots and our reigning champions, VT, RoboGrinder. Preston, what did we just watch?
Oh my goodness, Steven. Holy Toledo. RoboGrinder, 4,800 damage, probably one of the highest damage scores so far of the tournament. And that's because these incredible sentries on both sides retreated numerous times. Both teams' sentry code so good, so fast at localization, path planning, decision making, fully autonomous, did an excellent job of taking damage, getting low, making it back. RHIT almost won. The hero for VT, standing tall, not as tall as the RHIT one, excuse me, the hero for Virginia Tech, standing tall, 313%, new record. The damage off the charts, literally.
72 hits. I don't think I've seen a robot purchase that many projectiles before.
You know what? It's doing great. The MVP, absolutely correct. The driver and the engineer did a great job. RoboGrinder takes round 1, but I gotta say, Steven, RHIT looked nervous in the first minute. Their hero was body blocking their standard, their sentry and their hero ran into each other. Their sentry and their standard ran into each other as well. I think if they clean up just the navigation of the map things on the human side, get out of their sentry's way, they figured it out in the second half. They left that maze lane open. The hero started taking pot shots from behind the ramp, allowing their standard to retreat. They just haven't faced an opponent this intense during groups.
Yeah, and I think for that hero on RHIT, we saw it landing a couple of critical shots later in the match. The accuracy just needs to be honed in a little bit more so that way the infantry can go in and secure those kills.
Some big shots coming in from both heroes. Absolutely incredible. Well played by both sides. 6 bots, fully functional on the field. This is what we want to see. Whichever of these teams loses, going to be really scary in the lower bracket. And the team that wins, going to still be really scary in the upper bracket. These are two of my favorite to make it into the top 4.
I think both of these teams can definitely go very, very far, especially Virginia Tech now with their sentry up and operational.
I love that we saw the adaptation from RHIT. I've been talking about my fears, my concerns. I haven't seen them switch up their strategy with their human-driven robots, but it's just because they didn't need it in groups. As soon as the hero needed to be on the point, they were on the point. As soon as they needed to retreat, they retreated. They did a good job of adapting. I think if they can just get those little kinks worked out in the initial rollout, in that first or second retreat, I think RHIT takes round 2.
I think they have a very good chance here, especially if they can continue to apply the pressure, land those long-range shots, and then move on to the point. We saw it early, I think, throughout the match. Virginia Tech controlling the point, keeping that slow and steady tick away from RHIT. That, I think, was one of the defining factors. Obviously, the hero performance just outstanding in that first round.
Congratulations to the engineers and drivers on both sides of the field. Their teams have put in a lot of work and effort, and these drivers are doing a great job of showcasing the real, beautiful machines and software that these teams have produced.
See both teams off the field. We are loading into round 2 of this best-of-3 matchup. RoboGrinder taking the first round, RHIT going to try to even it up.
It was really a one-kill game almost the entire time. Both of these teams playing with such smart strategies, playing the point, playing the objective, retreating, making sure they didn't overpush and die. Really, really well done by their drivers, allowing them to capitalize on the mechanical prowess and excellence that their teams have put into these robots over the year.
See, we are in a technical timeout. Hopefully, it won't be too long. See them checking in on the driver stations. And we are back into it in 3, 2, 1. Bring on the bots.
All right, RHIT with that smooth rollout, not body blocking their standard, notably this time with the hero. It's going to give them that 3v2. The hero backing it up.
Oh, the sentry for Virginia Tech just deleting half the health bar of RHIT.
The sentry for RHIT does a great job of retreating, has a lot of HP for early game stats. The standard using the barricade, fully defended. RHIT survives the first engagement. They weren't able to get any victory points or really do a substantial amount of damage, but their ability to use cover both for their standard and their hero, allowing them to reset quickly and push, but the standard for RHIT now falling below half health is going to stick it out. This is getting really risky. Any more projectiles land on that standard and it will go down to the last 5 HP. He makes it with a sliver. Wow!
And a power over usage from the Virginia Tech hero. It is vulnerable right now. If that RHIT hero can land a long-range shot, and it misses.
A few standard projectiles chipped onto there. The sentry tries to take the center point for RHIT, but is immediately sent packing. The standard from Virginia Tech doing a wonderful job. They know what the sentry's going to do now. They know where it's going to go. They're ready. The hero for RHIT needs to clear the center box. The first projectile goes wide. The second lands as a 20. The standard dies for RHIT in the middle of the crown. It's first blood for Virginia Tech. It's going to be really tough to come back from this. All 3 bots for VT in the center. They need at least a double kill to retake the point.
And now pushing that sentry back, forcing it to retreat to go heal up. The hero for RHIT trying to land those shots from over that wall, unable to really do a significant amount of damage just yet.
Virginia Tech doing good, standing strong, holding the center point. The hero for RHIT, I think, yet to hit a shot that counts as a hero projectile. This is my fear for RHIT in these later brackets. And now Virginia Tech pushing the maze. Forces the hero back. The hero had plenty of time and speed to get back to the base. But again, the shots making it more difficult. They're shooting almost full court every time.
Yeah, for RHIT not landing enough critical damage to force these Virginia Tech robots off of that center point. You can see them holding it. RHIT now below 100 victory points. Something coming off of the Virginia Tech hero. Hopefully that wasn't critical.
It's going to go down.
The hero
RHIT pushing, but loses the 1v1 against the standard.
The hero really needs to get more involved here. It's got 7 projectiles in the barrel.
It's going to be tough for this RHIT standard to make it back. They do have an invulnerability period. You can see that shield icon above its head. Good driving from that standard. The sentry for RHIT not involved in this fight. And 2v3 against Virginia Tech, not really doable. This hero for RHIT tries to crawl back to the base, but is taken out right on the corner.
And that should really make it very difficult for RHIT to come back here. Now Virginia Tech with complete control of the center. Below 20 victory points left for RHIT. Over 2 minutes left.
The hero
landing the shot.
One more will take out that hero, but RHIT has a good flow. They bring in their standard to finish the kill. They are successful, but that VT standard is there to take the final kill and the final victory points. Virginia Tech in 2-0.
Fix that hero jamming issue. That is a good sign for RHIT.
Sentry looks happy as well. It's not, if we see a standard doing that where the head is spinning with the body, that's problematic. But for a Sentry, they're not getting dizzy. They're a robot. No inner ears there.
Don't have to worry about it. It's supposed to spin around.
Yeah, probably.
All right, let's see this replay of round 2 in 3, 2, 1. Bring on the bots.
Very quick rollout from both sides. Virginia Tech, all 3 bots on their way. The hero from RHIT lagging a bit. The sentry going to get to there first. The sentry for our hit getting chased back immediately. Utilizing the repaired size tunnel behind the barricade is the standard from RHIT, chipping away at that blue VT standard. The sentry went back in at half health. RHIT, their sentry falls. It does have good retreat code. It should be fine making it back to the base. This should not be game ending for RHIT, but if that hero is offline, RHIT is going to be a really tough position. The standard getting chased back through the maze, and it is barrel heat that saves the day.
Yeah, unfortunately, that hero for RHIT not being able to move outside of its start zone.
The sentry for RHIT fighting and doing well, but in a 1v3, there's too many targets. Chipping back and forth, deciding to fight the sentry. The standard for RHIT overheating with that barrel. And again, getting to half HP and moving into the base instead of, into the center rather than away.
And you know what? I haven't seen the hero from Virginia Tech either. So both heroes, okay, there it is. Now it's back. It's just taking a longer, more defensive posture at this point.
Both heroes back on the field. RHIT down to 9 projectiles, indicating to me that it's probably fully functional. And it is. They land a full court shot onto the hero of Virginia Tech. Can they pull it back?
Barely missing that second one right there.
The standard for Virginia Tech engaging, chewing through the health of the hero, but backed up by the RHIT standard. They will force that bot away.
And then the hero that was trying to flank Virginia Tech getting chunked out by the sentry.
Their standard falling low. The hero here to defend, taking shots. Lands a hero projectile onto the sentry, but now the standard for Virginia Tech moving into position.
Watch out, RHIT.
Chewing
Watch
through
out.
the first 40% of that health. The barrel heat, again, not yet sufficient for them to be able to one-shot. And now 2v1. But, RHIT's health still ticking down as a team. Virginia Tech maintaining control of the center point. The standard for RHIT overheating. This could be disastrous. It will be as they go down to the 3v2.
The Sentry for Virginia Tech securing that kill. The Sentry for RHIT no longer on the map. I can't see where it is.
Oh my
it must
goodness,
be in
I
its
can
base.
hear the absolute rapid fire Sentry projectiles coming out of Virginia Tech. They were onto an invulnerable robot, but now they're standard pushing the base. RHIT unable to make it past their maze, fully pushed backwards.
You can see here Virginia Tech holding that center with strong control. The hero for RHIT trying to land some pot shots, but now comes the infantry for Virginia Tech. Once again, forcing it out of that little comfortable spot.
This is where Virginia Tech wants to play, having all three bots in the center, fighting around the RHIT base. That middle point not in contention. RHIT sneaking around the barricade, getting some good chip damage down onto the hero. But again, like we said, this chip damage not as important as it used to be in former years. If you can't finish the kill, it's not as impactful. Red Standard 3 able to make it back to base with 20 HP remaining.
Really strong stuff here from Virginia Tech. You can see the Sentry as well, blocking the hero for RHIT in the maze. It is trapped.
Sentry from RHIT having a tough performance in round 2, excuse me. And now the standard for Virginia Tech. Oh, is defended by that Sentry. The aim working well, but the hero for RHIT will go down. And RHIT falls in the redo of round 2.